Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ho Tanta Passione. Last night it was a day 5 at US Open, and probably we had more twists than La Casa de Papel. By the way, the Spanish TV series restarted just since yesterday is available on Netflix, at least part 1 of season 5. But let's go back to the US Open. Remember this name, Carlos Alcaraz, the Spanish 18-year-old that yesterday in 4 hours and 7 minutes defeated in a thrilling and epic match the number 3 in the world, Stefano Tsitsipas. There was everything in this encounter. I have to be honest, rarely I've seen a player so young hitting so strong and so powerful from both wings. Yesterday he was on fire with his backhand, but as well with his forehand, and also he was so cynical to do a lot of drop shots in the 5th set. The Spanish started very well in the first set. After in the second, it was one break up, but Stefano Tsitsipas probably took advantage of his better experience and he managed to recover. And I think the turning point was in the 3rd set when the Greek was 5-2 up. The Spanish saved several set points and he pushed the number 3 in the world to the tiebreak, a tiebreak that he dominated in style. After Stefano Tsitsipas took his toilet break, to be honest, I'm gonna make a consideration and my personal observation. As long as the rules are allowing the players to take 2 breaks in matches best of 5 and there isn't a limit in terms of time, I don't understand all of these comments, negative insinuation, speculation, saying that, Tsitsipas is cheating, is not showing, fair play. We all know that it's an individual sport. There are a lot of mind games. There are players, like Tsitsipas said, that basically do other things during the match. They smash rackets, or they call a medical timeout, or they take, more than the 25 seconds that they are allowed, for the first serve, or even, between first and second serve. So like Stefano Tsitsipas said, I am a professional player. I am not here to please everyone, but I have to say that the crowd in New York sometimes can be a little bit cynical, in particular on Arthur Ashe. I still remember in 2015 the crowd completely against Novak Djokovic, and during the final against Roger Federer. But let's go back to the match. So in the 4th set, Stefano Tsitsipas came back on fire and he won that set with a score of 6-love. So after that bagel, to be honest, I thought that the Spanish player was going to drop his level. Instead, he was there fighting toe-to-toe, and he once again pushed Tsitsipas to the tiebreak, because let's remember, here in New York, each Grand Slam has different rules. It's the only slam where we still have the tiebreak in the 5th set. I have to say that Alcaraz was dominating as well the tiebreak, the deciding tiebreak. He was 6-3 up, so he had 2 consecutive match points on his serve. He missed the first, and the second was an incredible lob that just landed probably, 1 centimeter longer, but he kept cool, and after he managed to convert on 6-5, the match point gave him an incredible win. Like he said, after the basically collapse on the floor, it means everything. Basically, it's a dream come true, and I just want to enjoy the moment. I believe in the 4th round is not going to have like an impossible match, but let's see how the player who is under basically the wing of Ferrero, another famous and important Spanish player that I believe in the past was world number one, what he's going to do. At the same time, I have to say the press is already making a big headlines saying we found the successor of Rafael Nadal. To be honest, I think it's going to be almost impossible. Rafa is an exception. His game is very unique, and even when they ask Alcaraz, who probably doesn't manage English very well, let's not forget he's only 18-year-old, they said, I don't look at other players. Probably if I have to compare my game, I think I'm more similar to Roger Federer in terms that I try to be aggressive all the time from both wings with my forehand and backhand. And I have to say, from this point of view, I agree with him. But of course, Roger is unique. He's definitely the most elegant player ever. Probably, I would say, with Rod Laver, John McEnroe and Stefan Edberg is the player who show the most elegant style and a lot of technique and skills. So he was an incredible day for Alcaraz, but as well another 18-year-old Canadian player, Fernandez, defeated Naomi Osaka, the defending champion at the US Open, in 3 sets. I have to say, at the same time, I think Naomi is going through a very, very difficult time. She said during the press conference, when I win, I feel kind of a relief, but when I lose, I feel very, very sad. To be honest, I don't know where I am at the moment. I don't know when is going to be my next match. I need to find out probably a solution and try to fight against these demons inside her. We all know that tennis is a real mental sport, is the sport of the devil. So I really hope and wish Naomi to recover from this difficult moment. Also, at the same time, a local player, Francis Tiafoe, defeated in 5 sets Andrei Rublev. It was fantastic to see his celebration in the 5th when he could basically celebrate taking off his t-shirt and showing his incredible body, you know, his almost CR7 abdominals. I have to say he's a very, very entertaining player, so I wish him all the best, and he's someone who really wants to engage and share with the crowd all of his feelings, his emotions, what's going on. Also, at the same time, just talking about some Italian players, I'm very proud of Andres Seppi. 37-year-old, he managed to defeat in 5 sets Fucsovics in the first round, saving I think 4 or 5 match points, and also in the second round it was 1 set down and he defeated the Polish Urkacz, I believe number 10 in the world. So today he's going to play his 3rd round against the German Otte, who defeated in the first round the other Italian Lorenzo Sonego. So let's see. Seppi is unbelievable. He's probably an Highlander. Let's not forget he went through several injuries, a lot of problems. So I'm very proud of you, Andres. And eventually, if he wins, we are going to have a last 16, an Italian clash, because we have Matteo Berrettini, who today we play against Ivanska. He already defeated the same player at Wimbledon, so fingers crossed. Let's see what's going to happen. Also, we have Yannick Sinner against Gael Monfils. I have to say, of course, Yannick, due to his age, is only 20, and the fact that probably he had a lot of ups and downs. I don't know if he's performing his top level, is expressing, you know, the 100% of his game. Is going to be quite difficult. Monfils is as well another player who loves engaging with the crowd. So let's see. If I have to make a consideration, there was more or less the same consideration that I made almost 10 days ago when the draw was released. I have to say that in the top half, I think Novak Djokovic is not going to have any problems today. He's going to play against Kei Nishikori. To be honest, probably the outcome will be more or less the same of the quarterfinal in Tokyo. Eventually, last 16 against Karatsev. Karatsev, who survived in the second round against the Australian Thompson. He saved a couple of match points, but again, it doesn't seem to me the same player who was on fire, in particular at the beginning of the year. Matteo Berrettini potentially in the quarter final, but again, Matteo is a little bit struggling, coming after, you know, his injury, and only Alexander Zverev can really stop Novak to realize his calendar slam. And on the other side, probably at this point, Daniil Medvedev is, I don't know, I don't want to say, because I never say in tennis that we have something happening for sure, but to be honest, considering looking at the players, I don't think he has too many threats, so I believe Daniil Medvedev will reach the final, and we believe, you know, the opponent either of Novak Djokovic or Alexander Zverev on Sunday, 12th of December. That's all for today. Stay tuned. I'm going to release other videos. I don't know if immediately after the match. We are watching very long matches, and as you can understand, even if I am like a night person, sometimes I need basically to recap and find good ideas for releasing a video. That's all for today. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and keep enjoying New York, because history can be made in New York City. That's all for today. Ciao!